checking out the recent sighting that was reported in Grafton Notch. A married couple, they're professionals. They were up at Steps Falls, and on their way back, a bipedal hominid, human-like creature, crossed the road right almost here. Basically, they said that there was a car in front of them. And what's phenomenal to me is that the car in front of them didn't report anything, because people don't want to be identified with a Bigfoot sighting or a Sasquatch sighting. That scares a lot of people. It threatens their reputation, and it could make them the laughingstock of their friends, their family, their coworkers. I've talked to so many people around the state of Maine that have seen a Bigfoot or seen a Sasquatch or something unexplained, tall bipedal hominids. And we need to get serious about this and identify this species.
The news of this recent sighting merited a deep woods investigation. So I called up a local Bigfoot expert, my friend Kevin Warner, to join me.
Coming down this way, you have the hiking trails over there.
Yeah.
And there's huge parking lots.
Yeah.
And just so many people. And I don't think there'd be a lot of crews that way.
Right.
But if you look over here, you see this old 6x6 that was cut. And it was put in. And you can see right over here, looks like a trail. So this might be a better place to be able to have it quiet,
nice,
hear things.
Trek out into the woods.
Yeah.
So Kevin helped us find a massive old shutdown trail system, and it's unbelievable once we got a few hundred feet away from the road how many old trails there are that are just slightly overgrown that nobody's accessed in years.
What's nice about getting in the hardwoods now is it's opened up more. So we should be able to see some maybe wood manipulation or anything that, is standing further in the background. Okay, so we're walking up the trail, and it's the old trail that people haven't walked on in a long time, and we came upon it. So here we are, and we're walking along, and it looks like something went under this branch and took a step when it was muddy. And you can see the roundness here. And then if you look over here, you can see the heel. And then it's bent. See the heel right there? How it's impressed? And then you come around and it's pressed in here. And it almost, I'll take this leaf litter out, because if you look down right here, you can see grooves. It almost looks like toes that went into it. So, pull this out and see what we got. Oh, look at how it's flat right there. And then if you follow it, the foot, look up here where it's all pressed down, and it comes right around here like it slipped. And there's a hole here that feels like a toe. Right. And then right in here, I can feel, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. Let me see that. So you can,
Something. There we go.
okay. So feel down inside there. You feel it?
Yeah, dude. And this is going up an old dry, it's not river, but stream bed. This is we're having a drought right now. So most people wouldn't be in here in this. So it's unusual that this wouldn't be eroded going where it has water coming down right beside it here. This is normally, a little bit of a stream. So,
yeah,
so something is coming up here. There. And I noticed across the stream here, and of course people haven't been on this trail in years. There's this right here where it looks like something stepped off and then stepped to that next one from one side to the other.
Yeah, or it's just such a well-traveled area for them that it could have been a couple different ones, don't you think?
Absolutely. And this is because from the looks of it, I mean, nobody's maintained this trail in 10 years. So I don't, and it's not marked on the road. You found it with that old, 6x6.
And then if you look back there where we came through,
yeah,
you can see all those small cedar and it's just so thick what we came through with those baby cedars.
Yeah.
That I just can't imagine other people doing it because that's branches in your face.
Absolutely. There's one right here, and I'm going to step in it because the integrity isn't great. I'm not too worried about ruining it. It's bigger than my foot, and then a huge step over here where I am kind of straddled right out here to do this. No human would purposely walk this way.
Look at all this washout, that's sand. And I can't believe we found that one print that was up underneath the branch. That was crazy. And then you found those two up there that just were weathered so much you couldn't really tell.
Couldn't identify anything.
But you could see it as a
You could see this length of the stride, and and it was made this summer because it would be washed out if not, because this normally does have water coming down through it. It's just been so dry.
It's been so long that this trail's been here.
Oh yeah.
That it's all washed out.
I don't even think this is a trail. I think this is just a stream bed that we happened upon.
Yeah.
Off a very old attraction in the Grafton Notch area that we just happened to follow the stream. That's why we're finding so many footprints, like odd footprints.
Yeah.
They're very, very convinced that they are Bigfoot footprints based on the recent sighting.
You can see that they did it when it was wet too, the last time it rained. So that's probably why some of them are compromised. We're walking by and found this right here. And it actually goes around back all the way over to here. So it's like...
And the bottom of that tree.
Yeah, and there's some here too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So all kinds of critters could be in there.
Absolutely. And the soil just grows over the top of these crevices, and then the trees grow over it. And sometimes it's dangerous because it might not be that thick, and it's just little roots that you're stepping on.
But if we're finding little caves that are unexplored, undiscovered caves, I figure there could be some much larger ones in this area that are very hard to access, that humans can't access.
And we just started on this old stream bed and found the cave. So right now we're probably standing on top of what are little cave tunnels.
Oh yeah.
Right under our feet.
I guarantee it. Steep enough for you?
Oh yeah. But you gotta go to those kind of places where nobody goes if you're gonna see anything.
So we just climbed about 1,900 feet straight up down a very steep incline.
And it was through this brush right here.
Sure.
And then it was so steep over there that it was 4 points of 3 points of contact.
Sure.
For us.
We had to use our hands and our feet the whole way up.
Yeah.
And grab trees. And that's whole nother point, is we think that they hold trees and pull themselves up and down gracefully and quickly. But as you can see behind us here, it's wide open that way. And I think way up here near the peak of this mountain, we discovered a nice game trail.
So we're walking by and I look over the side, and if you come over here, I can show you where this is all intertwined. So this right here is intertwined with this. This is a fork. It's going over to this one that's just resting up there. That's just resting. And so then...
That's very interesting.
Yeah. And then if you look out, look at the 3 first branches.
Yeah.
The last one's at about 12 feet.
Yeah, and they're all knocked down.
It's all broken, and you can see 2 of them the same exact length. So look at this ancient riverbed. It must have been here for thousands and thousands of years because it's just so worn out clean. And then again, you see spaces like this underneath here, and sometimes you have a smaller opening and go in and it just opens up. It's like that at Lower Enchanted. They have ice caves over there. So it's just everywhere. And probably going up along there, you're going to find other places that could be possible here.
Eventually, we ended up climbing some very steep boulders and accidentally connecting ourselves to the Table Rock Trail. All right, Kevin, we made it to the top of the rock, Table Rock. What do you think?
I think along the way we saw some really interesting stuff. It was, kind of hairy going through the sections that we did, but we saw some interesting stuff.
Yeah, we weaved all through the woods and eventually found the Appalachian Trail, and then deviated from that to the top of Table Rock for the beautiful view that you're looking at right now.
It was a great walk. I mean, it's a lot of work, but to be able to get out there and do some research, that's what you have to do. You have to go through the rough stuff.
Yeah, got to put the work in.
Mm-hmm.
And right on the other side of Table Rock, I mean, there's all kinds of broken limbs going down, smaller cliffs. There's so many places for caves, for unexplored areas, for a creature that's very scarce to exist. And elusive, yeah. Who doesn't want to be seen? Who doesn't want to be around people?
And that's why the roughest areas are the best areas to go. And, with the effort, there's rewards for it. You get great exercise. You get to go and look at environments and see different wildlife. So, it's never a loss by being out here.
No, absolutely not. And I definitely think that was a legitimate sighting, that was reported in Grafton Notch. We're in Grafton Notch in the general area right now at the top of Table Rock, and everything we've seen points to completely possible for them to live and thrive here.
Absolutely. And with that footprint, I mean, there's so much to it that I'm so inclined to just say that it is a foot. And it wasn't a big foot. It was probably only about 15 inches long.
Sure.
But you could see where the toes went into it, and you could see the shape of the foot. And everything was flat with no sign of a heel that would be from a boot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, there's just so many possibilities here.
Absolutely.